What is up, everybody? This is Dueling King 1991, and this is a Call of Duty World War II gameplay on the Winter Keratin map. I think it's Hardpoint we end up playing. If you guys like the video, be sure to smash that like button, and then if you want to see more content, either Call of Duty gameplay, I'm going to be posting some Destiny gameplay, all sorts of stuff. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification button. That way, whenever I upload a new video, you'll see it first, and you'll be able to see all my new content. So, basically what this video is going to be is it is going to be my official review of Call of Duty World War II. I feel like I've played enough of the game at this point to really know for sure if it's a Call of Duty title that I enjoy. I've heard a lot of different opinions on it, and so to be completely honest with you, I feel like I've seen a lot of different points of view as to whether or not the game is fun or what different game modes it has. So I've decided to go ahead and give a review of it. So starting off, I'm just going to start at the top with multiplayer, and I'm just going to start off with with just normal multiplayer mode, like hardpoint, team deathmatch, kill confirm, domination, etc., so on. To be honest with you, it is kind of tough that there are so few maps at launch. There are only 9 maps, I believe, at this point. The Winter Keratin map, I believe, is either the 10th map. I'm not 100% sure at this point, but and the Winter Keratin is an entire playlist of different game modes under just this map. So when you enter it, you could potentially play several different game modes at any one time. So it's sort of it's like you can only vote for that one map under the Winter Keratin playlist. So to be honest with you, other than the fact that there are so few maps, I don't honestly have a problem with any of the maps in particular. I do notice that there are a lot of points where, yes, you do kind of get flanked easily. It is kind of easier to, get shot off screen. That is kind of a big complaint I've heard from a lot of people, and it's valid, but I feel like that just sort of comes with, Call of Duty, so it's not really something I can really complain too awful much about. In that same sentence, the only real map that I have a real particular problem with, and it's sort of funny, is I am not really a big fan of Gustav Cannon, and it's only on Domination that I'm really particularly do not like that map, just because controlling B means that you basically control the entire map. The fact that B is on the cannon itself, I think, is sort of unfair, but other than that, I don't really have too many complaints about the maps. The gun balance, see, it's weird because in Call of Duty I'm so used to gun balance not really being a thing. Usually there's 1 or 2 guns per game, or sometimes there are a variety of guns that can be good, but in this game it's weird. I kind of feel like there's at least 2 to 3 guns per class that are at least usable, such as you can take, for example, I think all of the sniper rifles are usable. I mean, sniping in this game overall seems like it's pretty good. I mean, it's better. I mean, it's the first Call of Duty game that I've been able to play where I can snipe successfully. And then if you also look at all of the SMGs, I feel like most of the SMGs are pretty viable. I mean, I like the PPSH, which is what I'm using in this video here. It's my personal favorite, but all of them are really good, especially ones like the Type 100. That's really good. And then of course the MP40 is probably top tier in this game. So SMGs are all good, and then same thing, the assault rifles, anything that's not semi-auto. Most of the semi-autos I've found I'm not very good with. If you're good and you're accurate and you can land 2 shots before someone else is able to put enough bullets on you, then for sure it's good. They're good in hardcore. They're good in hardcore game modes for sure. But other than that, like, see, I'm using the bar as my secondary. I'm using the, I think it's the Rifleman basic training. So I'm carrying 2 primaries for this. And that's like the same thing. The bar is just like the bar, the STG. Those are all really good assault rifles. Like I said, most of the assault rifles, in my opinion, are pretty good. Same thing, the shotguns aren't real good, but there's one shotgun that's usable, so I mean, that's better than some Call of Duties. A lot of the Call of Duties that I've played, the shotguns are almost unusable. And then the LMGs, same thing. LMGs are they're just really good. I mean, I found that there are a couple that I've found are a little better than others, but I found that the SMGs are still pretty good too. So to be honest with you, every gun kind of appears to be somewhat, you know, usable at least. And another complaint about, not really a complaint, but sort of something about the multiplayer that I would probably have to say I'd have to mention is the kill streaks seem a little bit, they seem to be a little bit underwhelming for how many kills you have to get to earn them, or the score you have to achieve to earn them, such as 500 points for a recon plane seems a little bit steep, and then some of the other kill streaks seem a little bit underpowered for their scores. But overall, I mean, that does sort of, as odd as it sounds, it does sort of make it so that when you do get good streaks and you do get, you know, and you do manage to get kills from those streaks, it makes the streaks seem a little more rewarding. So in that sense, it's kind of a good thing. Last thing I'm going to cover for multiplayer, because I'm kind of running out of time here, is I'm going to cover the war mode. I really enjoy war mode. I think it's a good, fun way to level up quickly. It kind of takes the pressure of KD, and it takes the pressure of KD away from players trying to just farm for kills. It's something that, to be honest with you, you can play the objective. If you hold back and camp too much, you're not going to be able to win many matches, and that's not going to be very fun. So it's kind of forces you to play a little more objective based, and I really like that a lot. So only complaint about war mode is Neptune, when you're pushing the beach on offense, seems a little bit difficult, but it's doable. You can do it. It's possible, so I can't knock it too much. But overall, I've got to give, if I'm scoring the multiplayer on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give the multiplayer an 8, strictly because it's a representation of boots on the ground that I really enjoy, and I really enjoy most of the new game modes, and overall, like I said, I'm just enjoying myself immensely. So 8 out of 10 for the multiplayer, and then quickly I'm going to try and move on to zombies and campaign. Zombies, to be honest with you, as silly as this is going to sound, you can't really mess up zombies too much. They kind of have a basic formula in these Call of Duty games for the zombie modes, and I think this one pretty much hit it out of the park as well. So, to be completely honest with you, I haven't played too awful much of it, but from what I have played, I really enjoyed myself, and it's fun. They've introduced a couple of different modes, so you don't have to be constantly playing, 1 or 2 maps, or you want to go in and do something a little bit different. You can hook up with some people in a party, and it's just a fun, it's just a fun, lighthearted mode, and I really enjoy it. And so if I'm, again, can't really give too much of input on this because I haven't played too awful much of it, but from what I have played, I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give that, like I said, strictly based off the fact that I haven't played it too awful much. I can't score it too high, so probably like a 7 out of 10 from what I did play. I really had a good time. So that being said, I'm gonna move on to the campaign, kind of to close this video out here. Same thing, Call of Duty campaigns overall, I feel like there's a basic mold that a lot of people have really followed to it, and I kind of think it's refreshing that they branched away from the old mode of kind of just what I like to call, in quotation marks, follow the white dot, which is basically just follow the objective through to this point, get to this point here, and then just don't get killed along the way and just shoot a lot of people. Whereas this one kind of had you needed to use a little bit more strategy with your platoon. You didn't regen your health, you had to get med packs, you got your grenades back from another member of your platoon. So it really kind of made you think a little bit more strategically about what way you were going to take to get through a certain mission or One mission in particular that I feel like everybody keeps talking about, and really it's probably my favorite mission in the game too, is you're a French operative, I believe, going undercover at a some sort of meeting, a Nazi meeting of some sorts. I can't really remember. I played the mission with a buddy of mine on launch, and he played through the entire campaign. I ended up playing through a little bit before the end of it, so I actually had to finish the end, but I watched the campaign as he played it. I got kind of a jump on that night. I got a jump on the multiplayer and the zombies, so while he completed the campaign, I had noticed a lot of the other missions. And so, to be completely honest with you, campaign, same thing. I kind of got to give it a, you know, probably a solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Just because, like I said, it just kind of broke away from what Call of Duty normally did, and anytime you refresh things up a little bit and change up anything, even something as simple as the campaign, I think it makes a big difference. So that being said, after all the different scoring I've given through the games, or through the different modes of the game, I probably have to give this Call of Duty in particular a 8 out of 10. I know a lot of people may think that that's kind of a high score for a game that, you know, has kind of a few bugs in it that they kind of want to, you know, a lot of people want to complain about, and, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but in that same sentence, you know, I'm just giving my honest opinion on the game and just how I feel about it, and maybe my opinion differs a little bit from everybody else's, but that's okay. That's pretty much wrapping up the video. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is just, you know, end the video with telling you guys, hey, if you like what you see here and you like more, you know, you want to see more videos, you want to see more content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can see all my videos more often, and I'll continue to upload more content. Like I said, more Call of Duty, and I'll hopefully get some Destiny content recorded here soon too. That's going to be the end of the game. Final thoughts, I really like the Winter Keratin map, but yeah, be sure to hit the notification button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.